ceasefire has, for now, let's say, been suspended and there's no resumption in sight. There were two or three crucial points here. Embedded into phase one of this agreement is that both sides had to agree to resume negotiations for phase two already a month ago, on day 16 of this agreement. That did not happen when Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu first withdrew his agreement to do so and then decapitated his negotiation team and replaced it with one of his cronies, the Minister for, I think, regional strategy. And we have not heard much of any negotiations since then. Yesterday, Israel did not withdraw from what's called the Philadelphia corridor. This is the border line between Gaza and Egypt, and Israel had signed on this agreement as part of phase one. So those are significant breaches. Of course, each side had more minor breaches throughout, but this is significant. And then today, with today's announcement, what we see is Prime Minister Netanyahu basically saying, this ceasefire deal is done and dusted. It's over. We are not returning to it. And instead, we propose something completely different. And he's proposing for the next 6 weeks a sort of replacement through which Hamas would relinquish about 3 hostages a week. And this, even if this were to last till the end of Passover, would still leave some hostages, probably to their deaths in Gaza. So it's a complex plan. I do want to just underscore, we're still waiting for confirmation from the White House or from Steve Witkoff himself that this, in fact, is his plan.
So Noga, in listening to you, I mean, it sounds like the big party that did not hold up its end of that original deal is perhaps Israel, Netanyahu's government. Do you think this is a product then of them feeling emboldened by the Trump administration? I mean, why not respect the deal, especially, after those very painstaking negotiations? Why not respect the way that things were supposed to play out?
That's a great question, and that could be. But let's remember that the Trump team and Steve Witkoff personally were involved in writing up this agreement. Steve Witkoff spent the week before Inauguration Day in Qatar. He had a major hand in the creation of this agreement. So Netanyahu and his government may be feeling emboldened. They may think that this is a risk worth taking, and they may be counting on Trump's support. But the opposite may also be true. Netanyahu may feel threatened. He may feel weak in the domestic Israeli political arena. He may fear that his most hardline nationalist ministers won't stick by him if he follows through on this deal. And so he may be estimating that by refusing to continue as he promised, at least he's going to be able to stay in power and figure it out later. So a kind of policy of live another day.